I snuck out into my parents' shed because I need to fucking do a little something extra to get through this shit. Earth don't hurt. That's all I'm saying. Hello, I'm God's Rustback, and today I would like to talk to you about a little TV show created by the one and only Tommy Wiseau. Neighbors. Now, a lot of you know him from The Room, and The Room is quite possibly one of the biggest phenomena I've ever seen in film. If anybody has ever heard... Fuck. Today, we're gonna talk about one of the strangest motherfuckers I've ever seen in film. I remember when that camera bitch called me one day, and we went over to her apartment, and she was like, "You have got to watch this." And I'm like, "What the fuck are we gonna watch?" And she's like, "The fucking Room." And I'm like, "What the fuck is The Room?" Well, you watch that movie for 5 minutes, and you hear the main character talk, you fucking know why people watch The Room. This was the first time I've ever watched a movie other than Birdemic. Okay, so that makes it the second time, I guess, that I ever watched a movie and thought this. Are these people serious? Did they really think that people were going to take their movie seriously? A lot of people don't know about the other works related to Tommy Wiseau. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about The Disaster Artist. James Franco and Seth Rogen are be putting out a movie soon. It just premiered at South by Southwest, and everybody freaked the fuck out. It was the bomb diggity. See, Greg Sestero, who plays the character Greg in The Room, no. Oh my god, what the fuck was his name? Oh, hi, Mark. Mark wrote this fucking tell-all book about the goddamn Room. So, y'all need, like, if you never heard of this, you gotta check this out. There's also Homeless in America, which one day I'll talk about more, but it's a documentary that Tommy produced. And then there's Neighbors. I watched this once while I was completely blackout drunk. You know what, never mind, I've never watched this. Nope, I don't even remember anything from it, so it's like I never fucking watched it. Fuck. Fucking. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Alright, train of thought. There's 6 episodes on this fucking DVD. I'm going to binge them in front of you. And this is gonna be really painful. This show, for the most part, The Neighbors, is about a bunch of neighbors. I really don't have any true hopes for solid narrative. Characters are going to be debatable. This show, not a lot of people have seen this, but it's oh my god. Okay, so there is so much going on in the first episode. I don't even know where to begin. Tommy Wiseau has just, like The Room, interjected all of these themes in different characters, and it's a lot to process. I, feel as though throughout some of it's really repetitious, and I actually switched to coffee because I'm not saying it isn't brilliant. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. But oh god, I can't even fake it. I wrote all these funny jokes about, kind of like how I did the whole Oscar snub for Jack Frost, like just this supreme sarcasm, but I can't. You know, at least Jack Frost had some fucking charm and brilliance to it in his satire and its low budgetness. Like, that was genuine. The Oscar thing was over the top, and I was trying to go for that here, but I can't even fake that kind of enthusiasm right now. I can't do it. I need a drink. I told myself that I was going to do a review sober, but the fact of the matter is I don't have the energy for it. This shit is awful. I get all these ideas in my head, but I just can't get enthusiastic about it. I need to fucking do a few beers, man. We're doing that right the fuck now. Fuck this coffee shit. Now that I'm a little bit more rejuvenated, fucking Tommy Wiseau's out of his goddamn mind. There is a racist plot line. This Asian character comes in, accuses to Tommy and Bebe that his black neighbor is stealing cable. And if it doesn't make anything worse, the black neighbor walks in right after that and goes, "What are you doing here, you Chinese motherfucker?" The black neighbor accuses the Asian neighbor of having sex with men and women. And if that isn't enough, the black neighbor accuses the Asian neighbor of fucking a chicken. The facts that it might have happened slowly unfold. You see, one of the neighbors, Cece, owns a chicken. And throughout the rest of the episode, she's going around accusing everybody but the Asian neighbor of fucking the chicken. Anyway, Tim at one point says that the chicken fell out a window, and I think that the Asian neighbor fucked the chicken out the window. He got it. And Cece later on finds Tim with the chicken and is like, "Are you fucking my chicken?" He's like, "No, I caught it. It fell out a fucking window." Now the biggest plot hole on this whole goddamn thing. Now, I don't follow football, but I know enough. I drink beer in bars. I know this. But there is no person that would have a Redskins, Cowboys, and Eagles poster cutout things in their apartment. Who likes all three of those teams at once? I learned the F word from a Cowboys-Redskins game. I was 8 years old, but he comes up to me, hands me a sign that says, "Fuck the Cowboys." I look at my dad, and he says, "Don't tell your mother, but hold that up at the game." So this episode deals a lot with this plot that every year this Princess Penelope, British royalty. Okay, first of all, if you know anything about British royalty, you will know that this is implausible. Like, who the fuck sired Princess Penelope? There's a lot of xenophobia, you know. Tommy's character does not like that this Princess Penelope is coming there, and he's like very spiteful of her coming. You know, maybe it's because I just started drinking beer, but I'm starting to see all of these different kinds of themes that make me think that Tommy is satirizing America, like the neighbors are America, you know? Just these idiotic fucking fools full of misconceptions of each other, narcissistic to boot. There's a plot that, you know, Princess Penelope shows up, everyone wants to come and meet the princess. All the girls are stoked to meet an actual princess. Like, every single girl has a Disney princess fetish of some sort. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. You know, more people try to fucking eat the chicken. It's so good. It's so good. Alright, so the third. How many episodes am I into this? Alright, so this episode dealt mainly with, I guess, Bebe's birthday party? Nothing really happened. I had to pause the motherfucker. all the neighbors just showed up in Tommy's office to do Frere Jacques. To sing Frere Jacques. He just said that the blonde frat Tommy taught him that song, and so that's why he wanted to share it with everybody. The frat boy, Frere Jacques? You know, Tommy, the Charlie Tommy, the landlord Tommy, like, went on a vacation to Hawaii. Bebe is left with Ricky Rick. Ricky Rick is like hitting on her, and I had to stop it because he like chokes her. Like, it's just like, what if I put my hand around your neck, huh? And she's like, we have a hands-off policy. That's for like grabbing ass or like grabbing boobs and shit. That was downright assault. He fucking like put his hands around, like, what the fuck? I can't handle it. It's too much. This fucking theme song and the fucking dinosaur eating the car in the middle of the fucking interlude. Oh. There's a guy who totally like has an Italian accent, but just that he's from Cuba. Now they're soaking each other in vodka. You know, I sometimes think about reality and the different planes of reality that like are on top of each other or within each other. You know, what if some of us are in the digestive tract of a bigger being and we're really just substance to a grander design, and when we die we become feces?
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
I may have dozed off there for a minute, but we're on the final episode now. Really, I'm not doing these off. We're hanging in. I'm gonna do a post-briefing. Ricky Rick is still the manager of the building, which I think he just wanted to stop playing an older character and just really got into this new character. I think I understand that on a bigger level. I'm really just a person within a person. Like, I mean, I'm Ganj Rustback, but there's an alter ego out there. And maybe that's what Tommy's going through. What if that's the bigger message? What if we're just people that are reflections of ourselves and other people? And there's multiple realities of personality. The introverts, like the different levels of being that I was talking about, is all relevant. Shit, I better watch the show. I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving up. I feel like this is the kind of show that you gotta watch with your pals, with a bunch of die-hard room lovers, people who are like wet over Tommy Wiseau's persona and ego and fucking persistence to fucking get shit done. This isn't the room though. Tommy spent a lot more money on the room. I want to do a revisit to this. I want to revisit this eventually. I want to be able to come back and I want to give it another chance, and I want other people there, and I want to do a reaction video. It's just that I do not want to watch this anymore. This is Ganj Rustback, and I'm done watching Neighbors. No Ganj Rustback video is finished until the beer is done.